Hey students, I'm here to talk to you about the accordion, which of course gets used a lot in tango music, which we're learning about. And it's an instrument we don't get to see very often, and I find it a really cool and kind of fascinating instrument because there's not a lot of instruments like it. But you may see something on here that looks pretty familiar. And if you said it was this, you'd be correct. It looks a lot like a piano, right? And that's because it is. It is a piano. Well, I mean, it's the same setup as a piano. We have, if you'll notice, black keys on top and white keys on the bottom. And if you look at a piano at home, or maybe we can take a field trip over to a piano over here, you'll notice it also has black keys and white keys. So if you're a piano player, you already know how to play this thing because it's the same thing. But how's it making a sound? Because if you look, there's no power cord going to it, so it's not an electric instrument. And I'm just pushing the keys. Like on a piano, when I push a key, there's a little hammer inside and it hits a string. Did you notice I keep pushing this in and out? That's because this right here is called a bellows. And just like a normal bellows, it works in the same way. You may have seen, kind of looks like you may have seen in old cartoons or maybe in a movie where they have that big fan looking thing and it shoots air out. And that's called a bellows too. Same thing. It has a bunch of air inside. And when I push a button, it lets the air out through what are called reeds. And on one of the other classroom music episodes that we did, we learned about this, which is a reed. This is a clarinet reed. And when I play it, push air through, it makes a sound. And it works in the same way in here. We just can't see it because it's all built inside right here. So there's a ton of different reeds, one for each one of these. And there's actually a second set if I want to make it sound really low. And they're all on the inside, we just can't see them. So they look like that. On the other side, we have all these buttons. What will happen if I push down one of these? Let's find one. If I push down another one, so I'm pushing two down. So this side plays what are called chords. And chords on the accordion, actually, sorry, on any instrument, are more than one note. So here's one note. I'm just going to push down one. But if I push down two, that is a chord. A chord is any two notes or more put together. Technically, this is a chord too. It's just not going to sound good. Because that's more than one note playing together. This is not a chord because it's just one note. This is a chord. And I can add as many as I want. But that takes a lot of fingers, right? So what they did was, this is for playing your melody. Maybe I wanted to play Mario over here, but I want chords to happen over here. Kind of lets us do stuff like... And we can play something together. So I can play the melody over here and the chords over here. I can do my chords over here. And I can play my notes over here. And it's all made possible because on the inside, we have these reeds. And they don't look like this. They're smaller reeds, and they're put up on these little teeny tiny looking boxes. And when I push down one of these keys, it opens up a hole and lets the air through. Now what happens if I don't push or pull on this thing? Nothing happens. That's because I need to be pushing or pulling air. So I'll start pulling. Here we go, I'm pulling now. And if I pull less hard, it makes it quieter. If I pull really hard, it makes it really loud. And the same opposite. If I push very lightly, it's going to be very quiet. I'm going to pause it because somebody's talking outside. All right, we're back. So I'm going to play that same song again. I'm going to show you all three things that accordion players are doing because they're doing three things at once to make a song. So I'm playing the melody over here. I'm playing the chords. Ooh, this is hard playing sideways. So I'm moving all over the place. And of course I'm pushing and pulling in and out on the bellows. And if I'm not pushing anything down, it obviously doesn't make a sound. So I'm playing here, and the bellows are being pumped, pushing in and out. Let me play that same song, see if you can see all that happening at once. Instrument, a lot going on, so it takes a lot of practice. I'm going to leave you with one more thing. I'm going to play another song, and we're going to learn a form of music. And forms are different like setups for music. It's almost like different models of cars. They all work in a little bit different way. So I'm going to play a waltz right now. And a waltz is something that's usually danced to. Not always, though. This one's kind of a sit back because it's kind of like a sad waltz. And waltzes are always in 3. Hear it. It sounds 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm going to play a little bit for you. Our sad waltz, and you can hear the in 3. Here we go. Sad waltz. Sound a little sad, right? Did you hear the... In 3 of a waltz. A waltz is in 3. This is our accordion, and the bellows, the chord side, and the piano side. So, hope you learned something about a new instrument today.